Welcome back. My name is Felton. I'm here today with David Wiseman, Vice President of Secure Communications at Blackberry, and Ramon Pinero, General Manager, Blackberry AtHoc. Now, David, what can you tell me about Blackberry's capabilities in the government and defence space? As I think for some of our listeners, it might not be a name they expect to hear.
Yeah, so BlackBerry's actually been involved in the government space for over 2 decades. And some of the key capabilities we bring are encrypted communications, government-grade classified mobile communications, critical event management. How do government agencies respond to hurricanes, active shooters, staff recall notifications, as well as bringing AI and machine learning to endpoint protection. So how do you actually protect people's phones, computers, and servers from the numerous malware attacks that are in place?
And what are some of your capabilities in the area, and particularly around critical communications?
Yeah, so for encrypted communications, we're able to take just regular cell phones and use very high levels of encryption so that people can safely discuss very sensitive government information. Ramon will talk a little bit about critical event management.
So what can you tell me about critical event management?
Well, it helps these organizations and government agencies here in Australia plan for the full spectrum of threats that they would encounter to protect their organizations and people. They can implement their crisis management plans. They have a way of which to communicate out of band through multiple channels to their people to warn them, for example, of avoiding a particular area that may put them in harm's way, such as walking through protesters on their way to work.
I think that's something we can all relate to a little bit at the moment. Now, what is mobile fortification and what do you do in that space?
Yeah, so mobile fortification is so much business now, both personal as well as government business, takes place on mobile devices. And those mobile devices now hold very sensitive information potentially. So by mobile fortification, it's a hierarchy of steps we take both to protect the device, the communication, and the people using those devices. So at the foundation, we provide device management where you set up security policies and how that device is allowed to be used in certain environments. For example, when you go in a sensitive area, maybe you can't use the camera as an example. On top of that, then we use our AI-based Silence engine for mobile threat detection. So if someone's trying to inject malware, bad programs, other types of things into your device, stopping that before it can affect the device. We'll layer on top of that the ability to actually protect the communications with our SecuSUITE system. That's calls, messages. And then we use our AtHoc system to actually protect the users themselves during critical events.
Well, thank you so much. And if someone's at Land Forces and they want to have a conversation about any of that, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
Yeah, just stop by our booth here at Land Forces. We're glad to talk to you in more detail. And if you're not able to stop by, follow up with us on Blackberry.com.
Well, thank you both so much.
Thank you so much.
And have a great rest of your show.
Cheers.